Are we live? Do we have sound? I may actually be as close to on time as I have ever been. Sweet. I am alive. Drink in hand, sort of ready to start. Yeah, I don't have face cam. I'm streaming live through Omelette Arcade, so I don't have the ability to run two cameras. So can't watch any of that. I got a bunch of shit I need to collect here while we're waiting for some people to join. Silvers. See what all sold. Elites are starting to come back. I knew with Freeze and the addition of some serious coins into everybody's pocket, especially with Friday when people start to get their rewards from rivals for the week, it usually sparks some market bumps. And a lot of the elites that we've been picking up was that we were grabbing for 60 to 100,000 are now starting to show doubling profit at least. What's the question? When to invest in Team of the Week? I'm not a big Team of the Week investor unless it's somebody that I feel pretty strong about. See, like that one, 245,000 for William. That was a 80,000 Marlos. I actually grabbed him just a day ago for 85,000. Now these lunar players, these we were dirt cheap, and they finally started going for 200,000 tonight, which is a good profit. I may have gotten a little bit more out of them too. 250,000 for a card I paid 110 for the other day. Anytime you can grab elites under 100,000, it's never going to not make you profit down the road. Donnarumma, those 250,000, that's another card that was those were 75 to 80,000 coin cards when they were giving them away during the event. Fisher, I've had that forever. 300K for another Declare Moonlight player. Korean player still going for 200K. These I didn't think would sell, but I figured I'd try them. Murata didn't go for what I had him listed, but I'll take 417. Today was a good day for some of these older investments. Okay, now we're into dismissed cards. You guys are stuck looking at my parking lot. Let's see. Geez, what time is it? For me, it's now 12:04 a.m. For everyone else, I'm not quite sure. Depends on where you're at. And the reason I'm starting so late tonight is I was putting together a La Liga Rivals video. And there's another Donnarumma that sold. Arnautovic did not. We'll claim all these golds first. Get them out of the way. Is there anybody, or are these all 69s? There's a few more that sold. Christie's. That I want to see what they went for. Do you know that Liverpool are going to sign? No. Is that a rumor, or is that a done deal? I haven't looked at any transfer rumors. Are the gold investments making profit? Yes. It's not a fast thing. But yeah, there's still profit in them. There they are. $450 for Bailey. I'll take that. $200 for those Christies. That's because they were premiums. Not all the Christies sold. Okay. Well, that wasn't bad. $7.5 million. Just getting rid of some elites. Which means I have plenty of coins to just go ahead and do an upgrade. Still have 8 million. That's enough to play with. All right. Done deal. No, I did not see that, but be interesting to see what that does. A boring lecture? What's the lecture about? Areola, good investment for La Liga rivals. What's he going for? The base one? It depends. I mean, I don't think it is. I don't think very many people are going to buy that Areola because I think so many people were smart enough that had the coins available to buy one of the better keepers in the game at 90 rated when everybody and their brother got him for the hall pass. Or not the hall pass, the weekly pass. There you go, 3.9. I mean, that's a master level keeper that most people have. So I don't think I would put any money into Areola. When do you reckon that you'll need to sell Werner? It depends. I mean, right now his price is actually starting to go up a little bit. I'll hold on to mine for quite some time. Just curious what he's... I haven't even looked to see where his rating is right now. Wan-Bissaka is 25k in the market. He's a good investment. At 25k? Probably. $89 rated pace. You know what this is exciting is if that once they release some of the transfer players after the winter transfer is over, that's finally a center attacking mid that could pop up for Liverpool. And we can go back to the 4-3-3 attack. Let's see. Okay, what's the question? Wan-Bissaka. Let's take a look. I'm assuming you're talking about the Team of the Week card. And how much were you paying for him? 25k? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, there's no way I'm picking him up for 25k. I don't think I can buy any right now for 50. 40k? Honestly, though, that's not a bad card for an investment, but I don't know if I would put 40k into him. I can't see him doubling in value and going up to 80K. If you're getting him for 25, then yeah, you're probably good to go. But at 40K, it's kind of a risky investment. I wouldn't buy a bunch of them. We'll buy one. Why not? Nope, couldn't even buy it. Okay, where else are we looking at? Can you show something about elite investment and team of the week investment? All right, now I don't do team of the week. Like this, I if the value is there, let's see, 3 or 4 different cards I've done. Denier, I grabbed left back Denier for team of the week. I bought about a dozen of those. I bought, I think about 8 or 9 of Christian Pulisic, and that one actually, I broke even on it, but barely. Some of those I paid as much as $680,000, $700,000 for, and I held on to them, and then bought the rest at around $200,000, and then sold the whole lot for $400,000 a piece just to break even. Let's see what else we got. There was right now the one card, well, the few cards that I was investing in were the Real Madrid. I think it was Modric, Benzema, and Cruz. And I still feel like those are going to be decent investments if you can get the price right. If you can buy Modric for under 2, there's none in there. If you can buy Modric for under $2 million, that's a decent investment. Wow, they may have gone up. Yeah, 2.6, 2.7, those are already going up, 2.3. That's a card that if I don't use for Zidane, I would dump right before they release the tab for El Clasico. The other one, see, Benzema, you could buy those for under $800,000. Wow, stuff's starting to rise tonight. I think people injected coins into the market. Stuff started to bump up. Even at $1 million for Benzema, I think that's gonna turn a profit. Who's the other one? Cruz. This one was like 1.5 million, I think was the average price. Yeah, if you could get him under 1.2, I think that's where I said under 1.2, that was a good deal. I don't know if 1.4, 1.5 is worth it right now. But those were the 3 players that they're gonna hold that value. They're gonna turn it back over. They were a lot cheaper here when Player of the Month was released. Let's see. Still think I sold him as soon as the announcement came from EA. What did I miss? Good EPL center backs for headers. Okay, that was the next question. Honestly, the squad that I have with Matip and Van Dijk in the back, Matip does not have, I mean, at 90 rating and 11, I don't even know if his skill boost adds the heading. Yeah, it does. It actually does give jumping and heading right there. But him at 108 boosted, he finishes a lot more than the standard Van Dijk. Now, the newer Van Dijk actually has the team of the week has the power headers special trait, but I'm not seeing much difference. 104 heading, 108 jumping. I'm not seeing a whole lot more out of him. I still finish more with Matip than I do Van Dijk. 108 heading, his jumping's not as much, but the dude is so damn tall. And with the changes in their where's that? Wait, how tall is he? 6'4". Van Dijk is 6'4". I don't know. There really aren't any EPL center backs that just keep jumping out as being really good for heading. So if team of the week, Duffy may have been. I haven't seen him and I never used him, so I can't say I did. Cruz is going down in market. Yep. John McGinn 78s. You have over 70 of them. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever bought that many of one card. I love to spread around my investments. If you go in too high on one, but at 78 you don't have a whole lot of money wrapped up into them. Let's see, where else am I missing here? A lot of chatting tonight, which is good, but I'm trying to catch up. $300 from Daily Christmas Awards. See, I didn't even factor in the Daily Christmas Awards, which I assume there's going to be more popping up. See, these were not added when I was putting that video together. So you're going to have 300 from here, in addition to the, I think it's 1,584 is what it is. In fact, I just finished the video. And if you bear with me, I can post it. Not that you should leave the live stream to go watch it or anything, but normally I would send this over to finallyhesleeps.com first and leave it up there for a while before I went public with it, but screw it. Let's just go ahead and do it. All right, so my free-to-play breakdown for La Liga Rivals I just posted, which is what's going on in the background. Trying to do three things at once here. Hold on. So now, if you've got 1,584, I think is what it was, in the La Liga Rival points, then you have enough to clear quite a few different things. Personally, I'm going to stick with Real Madrid players. Still. And what I'll end up doing for me is I'm going to grab Marcelo, and that's where I'll go. I'll grab Marcelo and two elites. That's it. I don't think I'll do any more than that. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, hold on. When to buy flash sale Pulisic. If you want to buy him, I'll sell you mine. The biggest time to buy those flashcards was right after they were released. Like right in the first. Okay, there's some confusion about when these players are at their lowest value. And the best way to look at it is with Team of the Week. So during Team of the Week, if they get released, so for me it's 2:00 in the afternoon is the daily reset. So at the 2:00 daily reset, if you buy the elites in the first hour of the Team of the Week, the big elites, the ones that are more rare, so like I don't even remember what the Team of the Weeks are this week. Let's see. So like Suarez, Royce, Varane, maybe Alberto, those players probably had their lowest value in the market to be able to buy in the first 2 hours, like after the initial sell-off. So if you waited about 30 minutes and then bumped into the first couple of hours, that's when you're going to catch their lowest price in that first week. If you wait too long, their value starts to come up and then they never drop again. So if you're looking for that kind of a player, you want to get it right in the middle. So right in the beginning. So like Pulisic, the question was about Flash Pulisic. When I bought mine, I paid, it was either right under or right over $8 million. And it was within the first few hours of the event, which is when his value was at its lowest. Now, like right now, I think he's probably around 11 million, which is where he was the other day. $11.9. So yeah, 11.9, which is why I haven't trained mine, because I don't want to lose any money, and I will sell him for the same value. So right now, will he drop in value beyond that 11.9? I have no idea if he'll come back down from that. I really don't think he will. I think that card's going to continue to go up. And I doubt anything will be released that will compare to it until Team of the Year. So Rivals are auctionable in a few weeks. Okay, so that was the next thing is the Rivals. Okay, so the question is, Deepak asks, it's 1584 plus 300, so 1884. You would have to spend another 2,500 gems to get into the 19 range. If with El Clasico, let's say you have 1900, I would grab Real Madrid players. I think of every player in this game, those are going to be your most valuable. The elites, if you've looked at the prices, the elites for Real Madrid are insane. None of them are cheap. So even if you just bought 4 of the 80 plus elites, you're probably going to get a decent chunk of change out of it. But with 1900, I would probably go for either Carvajal and an elite, if you could kind of swing it with some extra coins, or Marcelo and 2 elites, maybe 3, depending upon if Free starts spitting out any more La Liga Rivals points. And I say that in a video that I just posted only because of the whole the Zidane campaign and what you can get out of it. And I just think that's where the biggest investments are going to be from this. All of these players are not auctionable until after January 5th. But the crazy Masters are auctionable now. But if you look in the market to see how much the ones are from the first tab, they're really not worth very much at all. So, where are we at? So, a goalkeeper, 10 million, 8.7. I even saw him lower than 8.7 earlier. Yeah, it is about where it's at. 8.7, 8.9 million. That's crazy. Now, obviously, the ones from Barcelona and Real Madrid are not going to be that cheap. But no, that is the one thing that I am not messing around with. That is the one thing I'm not messing around with the boost is La Liga Rivals. Because you can't get a whole lot. Let's see. What's the next thing? Informed player. Again, hit 50 plus concurrent viewers on live. Nice. Thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. Buying for 25K and selling instantly. Barcelona bases buying for 25 and selling for 45. That is awesome. Are we going to get more freeze points for New Year and the Boxing Day promo? Yes. Which is the one thing, the one problem with the freeze event. We really don't know what the whole thing is going to roll around and what it's going to look like, because it's a 3-event process. We know how many snowflakes you're going to get from La Liga Rivals, but we have no idea what's going to come out with how many snowflakes you're going to get from both Boxing Day and the New Year's event. If there is even, it could be a bunch, it could be very little. I don't know. Now, as for me personally, I'm going up the top path, regardless of whether or not I can even complete the path. And it has more to do with the amount of boost you can grab from this path. That's it. That's the only reason I'm going up that way, is that's where all the boost is. Now, will I be able to complete this entire snowflake? Maybe not. I may have screwed myself out of getting the first snowman and not being able to complete that entire snowflake branch. But to me, an 85 rated center mid isn't going to give me back enough coins to outweigh the amount of boost in that top branch. So I'm kind of just going for broke and gambling on it. I'm not that worried. If that was a Liverpool player that I really, really wanted, someone that I would use in my team and not just sell right away, I would have went down to the bottom branch, the easiest to grab. But with this one, it's everybody's going to end up with that card. His value is not going to be much. He probably won't be worth more than 300,000 or 400,000 at the absolute most. And likely you'd be able to pick him up for 250,000 once people start claiming him. So I didn't put any stock in that and just decided to go all in on the boost. So why not Valverde instead of the elites? For me, it's just because I don't think it's a player that I'll use. Master of Fish asks. So let's look at that. And here's the reason. He's an 86 rated center mid. Pace is fine. But with already having Cruz and Modric, if I'm putting a team together for Zidane, I would rather have another player. And I could probably have a better chance of grabbing someone that I can get more out of than that 86 rated center mid out of the elite tab. It's just about kind of looking down the road of which one I would rather, who would I rather have. And that's a player that I could just buy. That's why I won't claim him, because there's a chance out of this. But for me, having a decent defender on my squad is more important than the coins. So that was my understanding or my thoughts behind it. Haven't played this game in like 3 weeks. Got to catch up. Yes, you do, because there's been a lot going on. Should I sell my 80 Areola before Classico drops? Yes. If you're going to sell Real Madrid players that you have now, I think it is going to be most beneficial to unload them right before the tab unlocks. When people are trying to prepare for it and they're buying players quickly to get their full squad together, I think that's when it's going to be. Wow, there's a lot of messages here. I may have to skip over some of this just to get caught back up. Is there any way to get 90 Lindelof from Snowflake free to play? Let's see. I haven't even looked. I think he's down to the right if I was remembering. Proper, maybe not. Where is he? There he is. I was down to the right. Okay, so what's required? 10, 40, 140, 260, 10, 560. I mean, it's 1160 if I did the right math. So 1160 to go straight to him. That should be easily obtainable. Free to play. If you were thinking correctly on the La Liga Rivals giving you over 800. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem to grab him. Free to play. I mean, worst case, you'd have to grab some gems to get the missing snowflake points, but I think you're going to be fine. Uh, 1160. Okay, so yeah. No, you get a lot more than 500. If you look at the last video that I posted, Tyson Gypsy King Fury, it works out that you only get 500 points. Are you right? No, I don't think so. With just looking at La Liga Rivals, and we know there's 2 more events that are going to have points in there too. In the first tab, when you play your matches every day, you get 2 snowflake points for each node. So 6 times 2 is 12. 2 days that's 24 total in the first 2 days. Then that 12 doubles once you have this next one in there, so that you end up with 24 every 2 days. And then here you end up with 36 for 2 days. And then once El Clasico is unlocked, you get 48 per day for the last 15 days. So that's where the numbers come in. It's a lot more than 500. More than 550. So yeah, Lindelof should be free to play, and you don't need the calendar, but the calendar is going to make a big difference too. So January 5th be the next market crash. If I had to guess, if there's any time that people will crash the market, it's going to be on after January 5th once they go live. Should focus be on La Liga Rivals right now. Only to just play the 6 matches. That's it. That's my biggest beef right now. Is there's nothing to keep us focused and interested in the game. I want something that you can grind on. I want a reason to play things. Maybe something with a 3-hour reset or a 4-hour reset, so you at least have a reason to get on throughout the day. I'm missing league versus league matches because the game's so goddamn boring from time to time because there's nothing to do. Obviously, Linda was insane. Why are they conducting events that we can't afford? Team of the week. Suarez, when's the best time to sell him? Wait. I think if you're going to sell that Suarez, it's going to be right before the El Clasico gets released in, was it 5 days from now? Right before. Most free-to-play can get good players from all these events. Yes. Jay's notion that most free-to-play can get good players. Yeah. But the amount of gems that you have to do to grab the big players is what's upsetting. But they're allowing all of these players to be purchasable with coins. Even like Mane, who was out of everyone's range. I mean, under 40 million, now he's back down to 34 million. That is completely and utterly doable free to play. Had I bought him when he was 30 million, I would have been pretty happy with that. The only reason I didn't is I thought there was going to be a team of the week that never showed up, which really pissed me off. But, okay. How did you get so many flake points already? I bought one of the 2,500 packs for 100 just because I wanted to move my way up the snowflake, and I had gems and I wanted to use it for the video, but then I didn't use it in that video, but I'll use it for the freeze. So 10, 60, yeah, I've already got 215 because I bought 100. Okay. Should I sell Varane now? No, wait. Will his price drop? Maybe, but then I should go back up. La Liga Rivals only gives me 12 a day. Yeah, you only get 12 a day for 2, but then as the tabs open up, you get more. Can we complete? Hold on, thanks. see. That's why I left for 3 weeks. Call of Duty Mobile. Do I play foot on console? No. And the reason I do not play console anymore is because when a few years ago when they price capped the market, it kind of took all the fun out of it for me, and I just walked away from it. And then I devoted more time to mobile just because I like the way the market worked here. Everyone is using 3-5-2 or 4-3-3 attack. Can you check which formation would be the best in League versus League and Versus? Okay, for me, I don't use the 4-3-3 attack. I've been using the 4-3-3 flat, but I think it works better with my formation and the players that I have. Only because I still have a hybrid team because I've been using Weghorst up top. Let's see. My World Tour group is a 4-3-3 holding. And that's it. I've never liked the 3-back formation. I don't care if it works better or not. It's not a formation I would ever use. But I have the problem that I play mobile based on how I perceive the game in real life. And because of that, I do not play with legends or icons. I don't use icons. And I set my formations up based on the way I would coach formations. And it just makes the game more realistic and more fun for me. And that's it. So yeah, I'm all for playing some matches. We'll play some head to head versus head. That sounds terrible. I've seen that movie. It wasn't very good. Do I have any quests? That's the other thing, is they're not releasing any quests with these events, which sucks. I would assume that there's eventually going to come a time where we'd like to be able to use the quests to gather something. Let me see if I've claimed. Oh, I've watched the videos. Alright, so if anybody wants to play, I'm down for a match. I guess we could see what the market's doing right now. That has dropped in value. Holy crap, that was a 2 million coin card the other day. Cruz is at $1 million. Benzema, no. That's card's coming back up. That was at 500,000 earlier today. Pickford increased 2-3. I'm still waiting for him to go for over 3. Yeah, if Aubameyang, I don't know that if that card's available in the market for under 1.5 for a premium, I might buy a few of those. I made a decent money off of. Let's see. No. That's why you always check the actual price when you're selling cards like this. Don't just base it off of suggested price. Yeah, there are no premiums at 1.7. Not that I would get rid of him for less than 2.2 million would be as low as I go. Yep, see? There you go. 194, 193, 187. That's about where you're at. 187 for the premium, but it's showing up in my market suggested at 145. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of it for 145. Let's see. All Stars. If you send a request, I'll play. Where's it at? Still got room for friends. I'm down to play if you send me a request. We'll start one. Play Stopty. That's always such a stressful game. If he's on and sends a request, we'll play. The reason I don't send requests during the stream is it pretty much locks me up for however long I'm waiting. That was terrible. Every time I touched it, I was like clicking heels. Uh-oh. Don't pass up the middle. Whew. I'm reading. I have Prime Icons it on. I don't. Oh, I should have stepped. Ooh, that was dangerous. Damn it. That should have been a goal. What username can I friend request you? Finn He Sleeps. That's all the letters I'm allowed to have in here. I think that should have been a corner. What's a good investment right now? Any elite, this is at this time of the season, any elite you can grab for, damn it, I thought I had it through. Hit the wrong button. Any elite you can grab in that 100,000 range or below is going to give you coins back eventually. Do I swipe more than press shoot? Yes, I do. I don't use the buttons near as much as many people do. Now, if I'm in the middle of a game and I'm really trying to win the match, let's say it's a World Tour match, I'm playing against Roma before EA fucked it up, or I'm playing against a Bayern match, I'll use the buttons. Like, I don't even use the pass button almost ever. I choose where I want the ball to go. It's just, I would prefer, yeah, see, swiping. No buttons. Ah. Uh-oh. If you're quick, that's a goal. I saw that one coming. Damn it. Hey, Fab asks, hey Travis, my low-rated elite investments are starting to give profit. Should I sell them or maybe wait? If you started at the beginning of the stream, I've been selling mine today. Just because, oh, Jesus. It's like a comedy of errors right here. I'm glad you grabbed that because I was offside. Do I have time for a goal? Do I have time for a corner? Uh-oh. Here comes the corner. Finished. Finished. Nope. Tie match. Alright. Courtois isn't that good, the star pass one, but either one I score versus enough. But he will make one or two saves in versus. Good match. Good match. Let's see. What do we got coming? Lots of friend requests. Feeling friendly tonight, accepting them all. Just so you know, I'll probably delete all these before we do the next one. Alright, hopefully we can finish this match before your phone dies, and I know all about that because there are many a nights I've been playing this and my phone dies in the middle of the stream. That was a good game. That was fun. You were nervous? I'm always nervous. There we go. Stay focused. And I am relatively sober, so this is going to be a good match. I say relatively, but I'm really trying to stay focused here. Ooh, playing it back to the keep. Oh, good move with the roulette. Don't overdo it. I'll steal it. Here comes the goal. Damn it. Don't leave it. Now I tripped over the ball like 3 times. I'm telling you, whoever it was, I can't remember, whoever it was that told me to just buy that card, was it a week or 2 ago here on the live stream? I have scored more goals on headers on that one player than I have anyone, I think, ever in this game. And that's including that Van Dyke power header card from last season. Ooh. Wasn't paying attention. He was off. He was off. Stupid Henry. Man, I hate those all-star or the icons. Is that the half? That was a quick half. Team of the Week Duffy is even better. See, wasn't that like a 78 rated card too? If I remember right. If it's the one I'm thinking of. I might be wrong. Not the direction that pass was supposed to go. Pick his pocket. Pick his pocket. Nope. I almost popped that one loose. Tense out of the back. Tense out of the back. That was a good chip through. Damn it, didn't want to kick that out. What's the question? Oh, what happened? I wasn't watching. I'm going to end up giving a goal up. Yep, saw that one coming. Start reading and I'm not paying attention and I lost it. The Veghorst card is a great card. The only problem with it is his speed. And I think if you trained it, it would make a big difference, but I haven't committed to any kind of XP into him yet. I need to focus here. We got 5 minutes of match time. I might be able to get a goal back. See, now if I were you, I would just run the clock. Good. That was a good match. Why do you not use attacking mode sometimes? Are you referring to changing it from balanced to defensive and attacking? I never change that. I just leave it at balanced. I've never really seen much of a difference in any of it. Okay, we're just going in order. We'll play a couple more. So we'll do this one and 2 more. And then I think I'm going to jump off of here and see if I can't get some free stuff together. I was going to try to post a freeze video tonight. Change to attacking while taking a header and back to defensive while saving one. I don't see any difference. I don't see it changing anything or doing anything. So I've never really done it. Wait, we're playing. Ah, that's not a foul. I tapped him. Ooh. Thought I gave up a corner. Uh-oh. I think I may have screwed myself there. Jump on it. Velocity, take a header. And that's in the calendar, but what do you think it can hold? I seriously don't see something great. Try that once. Attack will have good difference when opponent goalkeeper passes to his defenders, then you're all attackers in the goalpost. So we'll switch to attack and see if we can see a difference. And if any of you guys see what's happening, let me know. That's Pulisic getting forward, which hadn't happened in the past. That was the first time I've seen him run into it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. That was good. That was a good defensive move. Not by me, by the player. So I still have attacking set up. Is anybody noticing a big difference yet? Oh, when the ball is in the opponent's goal, like in the possession of the keeper, like I've taken a shot right up the middle, then switch it. That I can do. Good grief, that guy can head it. Okay, when you're kicking your corners and on defense, if you only have two guys in the box to head. Honestly, I only need Weghorst in the box. One player. And he didn't even have to be in the box. I almost feel like... I mean, I bitch and complain about the... is that a... Okay, whew, I thought I gave up a PK. I always bitch and complain about the icons because I don't like them in gameplay. I feel like it's a cheap move. I put that it's not cheating, but it's unrealistic and they need nerfed in the game. That's just why I don't use them, but I almost feel like that Weghorst card is as bad, if not worse, as far as cheating. See, I've got 4 guys in the box, and I have balance set up, right? So the balance, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the box. So if I switch this, I can't even see it to be able to switch it. Nah, I took too long and lost the corner. But no, I feel like that Weghorst card is almost as bad as an icon as far as a card that needs nerfed so bad just because you can almost put anything in range of him and he just finishes it. And sometimes it doesn't even look like his head is anywhere near the ball. That's a good match. Yes, you can give away easy counterattacks. All right, 2 more matches. I think Informed Player's up next. I can just do matches, right? Okay. Here we go. Good game. Good game. right, here we go. Next stream. Next stress. That works too. It was a good game. I didn't look to see... Oh, what did I do? Who we have. You have Zidane on here, right? Man, those curled shots into that back corner are what kill me every time. Yeah, I think this is this Icons team that destroys me almost every time we play. I almost have to change the way I play against this squad if I want to have any opportunity to do anything with it. I have to stay focused. Otherwise, I will get destroyed. This is always such a fast-paced game. Ton of ball movement. Wijnaldum with a corner. That never happens. Mr. Swecker boy, 3 p.m. on Saturday. Where are you at that it is 3 p.m. on Saturday for you? One to nothing at the half. That may be the best half I've played. South Korea. Lost connection? Damn it, the stream's still live. Damn. Wait, here we go. All right. Damn it. That's twice in a row. I snuck in, took possession, and then stole it from my own player. I think I lost informed player. Yeah, I lost the connection. I assume so. What in the hell was that? All right. Because we've already lost the connection, I'm going to autoplay this out here as soon as I lose this attacking run. Ooh, that was almost an own goal. You did not turn on autoplay. If you lose connection, it'll automatically play, though. You won't. It will automatically play. If you have a lost connection, it won't autoplay if you're during the time. I always leave autoplay on, though. All right, we'll give Henry and Zidane and Petit a chance to tie this up in the last 13 minutes. And we'll see what happens, because I almost guarantee there will be at least one more goal, and it won't be me. I think I earned the first goal, though. That was before the connection went down. I was happy with that first goal. There are certain... I think it's just that your squad is my kryptonite. All right, that was a good match. All right, one last head-to-head. And then I'll probably go back to the market for a few minutes and then call it quits. Let's see, one last head-to-head. We'll see what else popped up down here. Okay, finally Sleeps, you're doing a great job for the football game lovers. Sadly, EA has just let us down this year. Yeah, I'll agree with that. And that's kind of where it feels like. It's just been a rough season. I still love the game, but it's just, ooh, I like this squad. And you have Duffy, that Team of the Week Duffy. So let's see. I'm pretty excited. I want to see what Duffy can do. Actually, I want to see. I'm going to kind of give you the opportunity. I want a corner here. I want to see if Duffy can finish one. All right. Let's see if Duffy puts one in, since we've been talking about it. And there's Weghorst up there too. One more try. Just want to see it. Where's he at? Duffy. Now I want to see the stats on that card. If I'm answering questions on chat and don't play, then you have more concurrent users than head-to-head gameplay. I know. But I still like to play. And I get to see stuff like that Duffy card, which now is making me interested into seeing if it's something that... I used Duffy last year. What was it? The St. Patrick's Duffy? The head-to-head, or the center back that everybody had. And I kept him for a very long time just because he could finish. People laughed at me for using that card, but I liked it. It wasn't until late in the season and we ended up with a Matip card that was worth using that I ended up switching it out. There, now it's even back again. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day. That was a good card. What's the base on that Duffy? Because this one's trained to 87, but I think he's I thought he was a gold range. And that's his base card's gold. Is that Wan-Bissaka up there that just keeps dribbling around me? Ah, I deserved that. I stepped right over the ball. 2 Team of the Week, Varane. What's the best price to sell? Okay, here's what I would do. In that instance. So like my Benzema cards and everything. I've been watching at least once a day just to see what their concurrent value is at that time. So I just check the suggested price from time to time just to see where he's sitting at. And then what I'll do is about a day before El Clasico is released, I'll look at the price. And if it's higher than the average, so for like Benzema, what did we see? That he was right around 1 million coins right now. You can buy him for between 800 and 900 coins. So knowing that, if I come in the day before Clasico and he's 1 million coins, I'll hold on to him. If he's 1.2 million coins suggested, then I would do a search, find out where his price break is, and then possibly list him high enough that if he did sell, I wouldn't be upset about it. Otherwise, I'll hold on to those cards for a while. I need to get focused. I want to get this back even, at least. Which might not even be possible right now. Man, I'm just getting hammered here. Struggling. Whoo. Okay. Corner at the buzzer. Can we even this up with Weghorst? Weghorst against Duffy, and he loses. If that's not a reason to go check that card out, I don't know what is. It's got to be over. Come on. There you go. That's a good match. Silver goalkeepers for Clasico are going up by the hour. I don't know why anybody would be trying to put together a Real Madrid or Barcelona team right now. Okay, that was my last match. I want to check out a couple of things in the market. First, I want to see what Duffy's card is doing. Yeah, I was right. 79 rated. I thought he was a gold card. That's the one you've got trained up. Power header trait. .98 heading. 104 jumping. That's impressive. 6'4". At 79 rated. So that's where I would be curious. Let's see. Where's he at? Up to 109 and 116 for jumping. Wow. That's impressive. 109 and 116 for jumping. Let's compare that to Van Dyke at 90. 104 and 108. That's a pretty decent card. How much was it? 530,000. Damn, for a 79 rated silver. $501. Is it 460s the cheapest? It's only coins. Not that I'm gonna. I don't know. Maybe I will train him up just to see what he does. That was an impressive card. Where's he at? .47 pace. That's the problem, is the pace. But sometimes you can get away with a slow defender if you've got speed around him. Did I say silver? I meant gold. That's an impressive card. I'll hold on to it because I might actually train that up just to see. It was a lot more money than I wanted to pay for him, but it might be worth it. All right, before we go, I want to check what's happening in the market real quick. And then, if you guys are aware of the parking lot, all the players in here, there's a reason those are sitting there, and I need to relist them just to see how that works. Will your McGinn Cam hit that price? Ugh. I don't know. And will Veghorst rise in the future? Yes. I think that price is definitely going to go up. How much did you pay for those McGinns? What were you buying them for? Did you say 25,000? It's a decent pace. I don't know. If you were getting him in the 7.5 to 10 range, what are they sitting at now? Here, we'll do this. I'll buy 4, under 20. So now I have a reason to keep an eye on it. I don't know if the static ones will go up a ton. They should. I mean, but see, like for me, now that I've got this money invested into them, and I've got about, let's say an average of 18,000 is what I've got. If I can at any point sell them for 36, I will, and double my money and be happy with it. But right now it's hard to find a center attacking mid for Premier League that's halfway decent. So let's see where the investments are sitting. So that's going up a little bit. Aubameyang's still sitting in the same spot. Cruz is low. Benzema's low. That went up a little bit. Not enough to sell. Down, down, down. That's up. At 152, I might actually be able to sell these. We'll try one. Just to see what happens. Down. Down. That's ridiculous. That is the dumbest suggested price ever. These are all down. James. I did not select that before anybody asks. I bought that. Paid about $95,000 for that card. Just got lucky. That's a premium card too. And I paid under $100,000 for it. When I got my 7 matches in, I actually grabbed a boost. Because duh. 66, that's low. Low, those will come up, but they'll take a while. These are all low. We're static, 80. Pilates, those are low. Bonaventure, no money here. That's crazy low. So like these are profit. I paid under 100 for those, and they're showing 155. I'd like it to be closer to 160, 170 before I try to list it close to 200. $140. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to give that a go. These are cards I have less than $60K invested in. We'll list 2 just to see what happens. It would be more than double my money on it. I would be happy with that. Christie, you saw I was selling those for $200K earlier tonight. Okay, I'm missing some questions. Let's see. Will holding the UCL group stage players good idea? Did EA come with next UCL event like the UCL player need to be for playing some matches? I'm not sure. It depends. Last season they did that. If you held on to your UCL players, they went way up in value because the next time, well, it was like a month down the road, when they released like the quarterfinals, the semifinals, we're still in the group stage. And once they released the next one, you still had to have those players. So there were windows where that stuff went way up in value. And if you can hold on to it and hit it, yeah, it's worth it. But I don't know. If I can double my money on anybody I've got invested, I'm going to jump on it. Just like these. If I can sell these for close to 200, that's more than doubling my money. So we're going to list a couple just to see what happens. That's my target. I like to double any investment. Anything I buy, I try to get back twice what I have in it on the sale. And now that I've finally unlocked the market tax, it's a lot easier. Party, that value went up. What's Duffy suggesting? 383, that's not good. What else did we just buy? What was it? Oh, McGinn. 6,100 suggested. Plenty of room to grow there. Sorry, I'm reading at the same time I'm doing this. Not much coming by way of the golds right now. We'll see if we get more out of the silvers. I've just been trying to unload as many as I can. I'm tired of having a couple of thousand players that are always sitting in the market on 24-hour timers just so I can hold all my players without dealing with big warnings. And if you see me selling anything for like 1,600 coins or more, it's because I don't have any more than 1,200 in any of these, and I'm just trying to free up some space here. 1,400. That's, yeah, I don't know. That's only 200 profit. I'm doing that. Now, most of these I've paid less than 1,200. I didn't pay 1,200 for them. You can find them anywhere from 600 to 1,100. But that's when I search for these golds. That's where I'm maxing it out at 1,200. I just don't have the space to buy anymore right now. What we'll do is, oh, there's a 7,500. That's a good profit. Now, the one thing about investing in these silvers and golds, it's like, okay, yeah, if I can sell that one for 7,500, I made 6,800. 6,800 coins when you have millions wrapped up in elites doesn't seem like much. But for me, I enjoy the profit. I enjoy knowing I made money off the bot. And that's enough for me. And you have to sell a ton of these things to really show a major profit. But if you watch the streams or you pay attention to the videos or you're following along on the website and seeing as I'm posting every day, you'll notice that my coins fluctuate up and down 10 million every couple of days. Here, we'll buy another one. When this thing started, I was at 1 million coins. I claimed a bunch. I got up to about 8.5. Then I dropped back down. It's the same thing. I just buy and sell, buy and sell. So I'm fine with making that much money on 1,200 coins on a card. Doesn't bother me a bit. Elites are dead. Not finding anything under 100,000 right now. Now, I wouldn't buy any of these cards at this price, but if I saw a name I haven't seen in the elite realm for under 100 and let's say 130,000, if I saw somebody pop up that I'm unfamiliar with, it's not a card I've invested in, not somebody I've seen because I do check the elites constantly, then I would grab them. But now we're getting out of my price range. 140,000, I'd have to sell for 280 to make any money. It would have to be somebody decent here for me to spend this much money on them. And I'm not seeing anybody pop up that is interesting me at all. I mean, if you're looking at these cards, these are all players I have. These are all the cheap investment players that I've been buying. And I didn't pay this much for any of them. We're going to buy that. That's more than I would like to spend. 132. But I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, current advice, buy any elite under 100K. Besides that, just keep coins. If so, for what? That was the question. Mr. Swecker Boy. I buy my elites under 100. If I'm confident at certain times to go up to 110, maybe even 115. Depends on the player. If they're premium and it's a old program player, not a new program player, but an older program player, I'll spend the money. Like you just watched me, I spent 132,000 on a card. Now, if I do that, I usually pay attention to it. I'll take a screenshot to know that I have more money in that one card. That way I can reference it if I get overly excited. In my photos on my phone are hundreds of purchased cards that I just want to remember what I paid for them. So at any given time, if I question it, I can go back to see it, especially on big value cards. I want a record of it. Mr. Swecker Boy. Where did that come from? Now I'm curious. See, I've had Finally He Sleeps for as long as I can remember. I used to have an AOL address with that in the 1990s. So it's never changed. Never will change. Yeah, don't worry about what their suggested value is. Like, let's see, I just bought those McGinns for $18,000, and his suggested price was showing at $5,600, I think, $6,000. Don't worry about that. And if you watch me sell this stuff, when you saw me going through my cards, like that, now there's a Pearson that we're buying, 100%. 135K for an old card like that from Scream Team. Now, the reason I bought that and I spent the money is we've been going through all this. You've been seeing everybody. I've been paying attention to the names, paying attention to the cards, like Van de Beek, Caustic, DeRossi. There's tons of these. Those Clear to Loon players, there's tons of those. But that's the only Pearson I've seen. There's another one. We'll buy another one. See if any more are popping up. Now I'm curious what their suggested is. Now that card will definitely turn a profit. I should be able to sell that for $200,000 to $250,000 in the next week. In fact, I may hold on to that longer because I still feel like those... I made a ton off of the Scream Team cards already. Yeah, look at that. So I paid $138 for it. His suggested price right now is higher than I paid. I was way too young, watched a YouTuber that had a similar name, and Swecker would be similar to Swagger, but then way too Dutch. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You can change your names though, right? You can change your login. Or you just keep it and you own it. Yeah, that Pearson, that's a card I'm going to be happy with. I guarantee you won't make money off of that one. 138 for that card. That was crazy. Let's see how many are popping up in here. See where he's actually sitting. 178. That's his value right now. 177, 178. Okay, any suggestions for Boxing Day matches? No. Honestly, I don't know what the Boxing Day events are going to look like. In the past, the Boxing Day stuff's always been pack only. It's been usually pretty crappy in that sense. But because it's Premier League players, there's usually a reason to get excited about it. I haven't even looked to see what matches are going on. I haven't even looked to see if we're on a break this weekend. All right, I think that's where I'm going to end it. And yes, I bought the Star Pass again this month. Only because there were decent players and so many boosts. I mean, it's hard to pass up a 91 rated center attacking mid with 105 pace for the $10. That and the 1200 skill boost. But yes, I bought the Star Pass. Not proud of it, but I did it. Okay. Apparently you're in the same market as I am. Did you have the Pearsons to sell, or did you just buy and turn around and sell? Okay, Joe Matthew asks if I spend money on the game. Okay, now that's a loaded question. The answer is yes, I do spend money on the game. It is not, how do I say this? The area I'm willing to spend money on this game is usually it's this things that are straightforward. If you pay 99 cents US, you get X amount. It's like a 5-time markup, and they'll usually do it at the beginning of an event. If you pay $10 for the pass to get that stuff. Yes, like I've bought the pass last month for Courtois, and I bought it this month just for that cam and all the boost. Do I buy FIFA points? No, never, ever. Never buy FIFA points. Let's see. Now, during Freeze, they released the calendar today. Had that calendar been something where you could pay $5 and double it, then I would probably do that on some events. I think I did it for some. There was one event where if you paid $4.99, you doubled it, and it gave you the opportunity. I can't remember what it was. Not Derby. It's just recently. But you had to do it to be able to get the to earn the major rewards. Maybe it was Thanksgiving. It was Coliseum. That's what it was. It was Coliseum. And I bought that. I spent the money for that. And then on day one, I went all in on and spent enough to jump me through to VIP 8 on day one. And I released a video on it of why to do that, and that being the only day in the entire season that it's worth it to buy FIFA points. And the reason it is because it unlocked VIP 10 for me and the market tax perk on December 10th. But you had to spend the money on day one. And the reason I justify it is because it is a free game. But if I was playing console, I would have had to buy the game to play console. And I always bought the game every year. No, I'll tell you, there's a whole video that explains exactly what I did. The only thing I don't show in the video is me actually purchasing it, because you don't want to show you the password that I have to use to do it. But it cost $100 on day one to jump the line to VIP 8. $50 jumped you to VIP 7. So that's how crazy it was. If you spent $50, you got to VIP 7. But it took you another $50 to get all the way to VIP 8. But doing that on the first day gave you months ahead of everybody else, because day 2 you started earning the VIP 8 daily bonus rather than the VIP 1 daily bonus. And if you can jump the line in day 1, so if you look at it that way, with that $100 purchase on day 1, you get 8 VIP levels out of $100. If you if you spend $100 on day 200, it doesn't move you at all. You almost get more. Okay, so you get 500 VIP points every single day when you're at VIP 9. 500 VIP points a day just for logging in. You only get 1,000 VIP points for spending $20. So at a couple of months in, you have to spend $20 a day to just double the VIP points you're getting out of just playing. But if you do all that on day 1, the advantage it gives you is insane. So, and I'll do it again next year too. It's just something I plan for and I do. So no, I cannot say I'm free to play because I've done that to get the market tax unlocked at this point. So the correct answer is yes, I will spend money on this game, but I'm not a pay to play player. Like for these events, I won't drop money for any of these events. So many World Tour matches and got just one elite ever. I've gotten a decent amount of elites out of the World Tour, but I think once you get high enough into World Tour, they start giving elites. So, yeah, see, like, after I beat Bayern, if I ever beat Bayern, there's another elite. And then there's an elite ward here. And another one here. So there's elites in World Tour. You just have to be high enough to get up there. Okay, you got a few million. Should I buy cheap elites? Yes. You should always buy cheap elites. That's my bread and butter for making huge money. I mean, I sold whatever I sold to get the 7 million I made today. And they were almost all elites. Benzema, sell or hold? Hold. It was guaranteed elite. And all the other tours. Oh, not meeting Legends Tour. Yeah, I don't remember ever getting any elites out of the older World Tour stuff. There was a question I missed. Hold on. Mr. Sweckerboy, is it fine if I join your league between Christmas and New Year? I currently am 104, 170. Yeah, we'll take people. We don't mind. I think we're... I don't even know if it's open. It might be invite only at this point. But yeah, we'll take people. I think right now we're at 102 is the minimum. I think I'm gonna have to close this down. I'm starting to get a little out of it, and I need another drink. How do you know if it's a good time to sell? That's Dun's question. FabSC's answer is exactly what I would say. If your investment is doubling. Now, you don't have to show a doubled suggested price. You can usually get away with about 70% increase in suggested and then double it and hopefully it sells. Usually they do sell. That's my rule of thumb. I don't sell unless I'm doubling my money. All right, that's a good place to end it. Thanks a lot for everybody. I have an invitation in my inbox because of your thick thumbs. Ha, that is true. I forgot all about that. Yeah, anytime you want to accept that, go right ahead. And that was a long time ago. You still have that in your inbox. That was at least 2 weeks ago. I have a premier team. Should I auction all the players and buy a cheaper league? No. I never understood why anybody would do that. Especially if you have anybody trained. Holy crap, those Babbles did sell. That is nice. Those are selling. I may have to list the rest. Bump the price up a bit and see if they do sell. How long does it take to dismiss all this shit? Takes too long. That's the answer. Takes too long. Usually I do it where I'll sell stuff on 24-hour cycle, but I'll spread it out. So a couple of different times a day. And it takes about 20 minutes to dismiss everything and relist some stuff. So those are selling for 185. Can I get a little bit more out of them? Let's see. We're going to try it. I drop down in price. I don't think they're going to sell. We'll start them at 185. Why not? Do I think they'll sell? No. But we'll see. Andrew Herrera's going up. Those didn't sell. Okay, that's a good place to end it. I hope you will not sleep. Yeah, you have no idea. But it's a Friday and I don't have to do anything tomorrow. So, yeah, in all honesty, now that I'm getting off here, I'll probably drink one more and watch a movie before going to bed for a couple of hours. And then I might stream in the morning. We'll see what happens. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. It was a fun one. It was a long one tonight. Hour and 46 minutes. All right. Thanks a lot. And we'll see you in the next one. Just make sure you've subscribed and turn notifications on so you see it. And hopefully here in the next, how much time do we have? A couple of weeks left in the month. And my goal for the beginning of the year, because we started this a year ago, my goal for the first year, I wanted to hit 10,000 subscribers, and we're at 8,300, I think, around there. So that's 1,700 subscribers in 2 weeks. Is that possible? No, but I'm still going to try. So thanks a lot for being a part of it, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.